last Halloween didn't go well. But hey, I guess that's the point of having a new everything. Get to make new memories, not whatever happened last time. Halloween will be good. On October 30th at 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. EST, and 9 p.m. BST. I think it'll be good. Delivery to the person known as Oshi's mailbox complete. Task success. Delivery to Oshi? Who sent something to Oshi? I couldn't just go and tell. I go through 7. That's not a me problem. Should I even go to Halloween? I want to tell people what happened. With Centros, but I don't know if that's something that'll go over well with a lot of people. Doesn't matter though, I don't care. I don't want to lie. I've been lying to everyone and to myself for too long, so. Oh wait, there's a lot to ask though. Go to, like, everybody on the server, and I don't know, kind of a test. There's any buttons or levers, no one's pressing them. Especially not Athena. Shouldn't be nervous about it. So much is different now anyway. I don't know. But maybe Halloween would be good.
Sherbert?
Ray?
Hi.
Hi.
I came to check on you, and I have some stuff. Well, a thing. Not, yeah.
Yeah.
This is for you. I don't know if you know, when David was down there, he wrote a bunch of letters. Everyone won it almost, I think. And that one's yours.
Yeah. Okay. Should I read it out loud?
It's up to you. You don't have to. I did my best to try and not to read over them when I was sorting everything out. But it's Technically, it's between you and him what's in there, so you don't have to.
Yeah. I kind of told him to write these.
Yeah.
I didn't think he actually would or write one to me, so.
Yeah, there's 15 of them in here.
Oh, jeez. I guess that checks out. It's not like he didn't have time.
Are you doing okay?
I am. I don't know. I actually just talked with Seven.
Oh. I haven't seen Seven around very much.
Yeah, me either. We made a house out behind my face. Seven's okay. I finally trimmed all of the vines and gave him some clothes, so...
That's good. I'm glad that someone is able to get him cleaned up.
Yeah. I really don't want to mess up again.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I feel like every time I try to get better, I just end up going worse, and I really don't want to do that again.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I was gonna go clean up the cell.
Do you want help?
You want to?
It's up to you. I don't want... I'm happy to help you. No matter what.
Okay. Thank you, Sherbert. Here, I'm gonna go grab some dirt. Is he... okay?
Centros?
Yeah.
I mean, he's mostly been passed out on the couch. He's just been sleeping. I made him a little room to stay in at our house because there's kind of a hole punched in his house.
There is. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm like, you are not walking your ass all the way out to the stronghold, sir.
Yeah. That's a fair point, I would say.
So, you know, just another... What's another person in the funky house we have? Just pick a wall and make another bedroom.
Yeah. Here. I'll show you where it is. But...
oh wait, your house is like...
yeah, it's all back to normal. I mean, not everything, but... don't look at that one. Sounds not canonical. All the stuff that was end is all back to normal. I guess there's nothing to stitch on anymore.
Yeah, it really was all end stuff, huh? It was all...
The whole... Here, I'll just show you. This was all obsidian. But it all changed to wool.
Uh-huh.
I started changing obsidian back before everything happened, but whatever it was really wanted to get him out of there.
Before this, I always kind of thought the whack was something, I don't know, some sort of weird force something. I don't know. This feels so intentional.
Yeah.
So direct, with purpose. Has it felt like purposeful like this before?
It happens with flowers a lot. But this was a direct message. And
Yeah.
I know he got outside.
He what?
He got out and went back in.
God, that fucking idiot.
I think he
Okay.
might have just been afraid.
He has a very...
I'm gonna go get shears.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'll start pickaxing. Which one has a higher efficiency? This one. Okay, we're doing this.
Hey, I mean, I guess it's good to know for the future if stuff starts changing around my house really suspiciously. I might be hiding something. Really dumb to say out loud.
Just, you know, the weird things around your house will just show you're lying. I
don't even know.
Oh my god, how much obsidian did you... Okay. Why is it so thick?
It's, yeah.
Oh, this is the wrong way. I'm gonna get down there. There we go. I found it. Ooh, okay. This is...
I don't like having you on the other side.
Yeah, I'm like, let's break the wall. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't...
I think I meant
that.
the banner used to be an ominous banner too.
I hate it.
No, but it glitched again. I don't know. I wish I understood.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is, I think it's trying to tell me something. I just wish I knew what it was, you know?
Yeah, like... What is this a god?
I mean, that's what would make sense, right?
In theory, yeah.
Being a god?
I mean, I think so. But... which one? Who? And like, it's not your fiance, is it?
Oh, I would say this is going on way before I ever...
I mean, that's fair. What would be the motive for someone to try and tell us that you had Centros in your basement?
Well, whatever it is, I don't think wanted Centros or wanted me to be doing what I was doing.
Well, then I guess... I don't know.
No, you don't have to have an answer. It's
I mean, I would like to have an answer for you. I'm sorry that I don't.
okay.
It's not... Okay, this is maybe dumb, but like... Okay, you know how, like... Your dad is the god of creation.
Yeah.
Would it be him, or...
I think that's the most likely answer, but I haven't talked to him.
Other people have?
What?
Other people have had dreams of him. Oshi said that she spoke to Fable in her dream. I've been looking to see, it was something actually Santros mentioned before, was looking into if there's some kind of summoning ritual for him like there was for Endirian. If we can purposefully try and talk to him. Oh,
Yeah.
she seemed pissed off that she didn't actually get any further instruction other than the let me out and I can help you.
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thought to say that whatever this is could be him.
Your dad saying, no, don't do that, actually.
Hey, I don't blame him. I don't know. I'm just really happy he's not down here anymore.
Yeah.
It was bad.
When you said that he killed Haley, is that your memory? Do you remember that?
No. No. I think since before I even remembered when we first talked about it, I've known. I guess I just didn't want to believe it. I'm starting to think it's a trend for me.
A little bit. You're not wrong. So it wasn't like your memories being wrong, just...
No. I don't think so.
Guess that makes... Well, okay, I guess I'm glad it's not something wrong with your memory.
Yeah. I'm not making this perfect.
You're just going. This is fine.
Just fill it in mostly. But no, I think I remember everything.
Do you remember anything from when you were actually corrupted? I know those were kind of fuzzy before. Are they still?
No. They were clear even when the funeral was happening.
Oh.
I think.
That's fair.
I don't know, it's weird.
You're not wrong. It's... I guess... Weird is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And... I don't know. There is so much obsidian.
Yeah. I actually mined all of it.
Oh, oh god.
I
Yeah, I guess you had to get it from somewhere.
was gonna make a big nether portal,
Uh-huh.
but I guess I didn't end up using it for that.
Yeah.
It was... yeah. It was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell that.
I'm really happy he's okay.
Yeah, same.
We always said that corruption wasn't making people do stuff completely, it was just enhancing emotions they already felt. And I don't think I believe that I could do what I did. But I guess I can.
Yeah. I am... Actually, the conversation I had with Centros a while ago was about that kind of... that it wasn't just... I guess controls would...
You were really missing.
It is not working. It's just like no. Go away. Why? Why won't you burn? Sorry. Okay, there we go. I think I... Oh my god.
Okay, I think that's all of them. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Okay. No, that was yeah, something that Centros said when more in the lovely service of mother. That sounds weird. I don't like that. It was just kind of an enhancement of things that she... I don't... I guess this gives more sense as why she didn't like you.
Yeah. I guess if our parents hated each other, might explain why Darian did some of the things.
Where is still obsidian? I found more. Don't worry about it.
Okay. guess... You know how, I've, been seeing Haley?
Yeah.
I saw her when I was down here, but, I saw her after you left yesterday. When Athena was there?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anything.
It's just you, then.
It's just me.
Do you think she's...
I don't know.
Do you think she's real? Or is it just...
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I am... One of the first things that I think it was even part of the first time I talked to Oshi. She remembers all of the resets. I think one of the first things I asked her was if people come back, you know?
Yeah.
If she just hadn't spawned back in.
I want to try and bring Haley back.
What?
I want to try and bring Haley back.
How?
I don't know.
You want to revive someone? Is that even something someone can do?
I don't know. It just feels like the one thing that I can do to actually prove to myself that I can do good and fixing that mistake.
Okay. Then we'll figure out how to revive Haley. We can figure it out, right?
Obviously not a priority. I know you're not doing any better. And something's still destroying everything, but...
Yeah. Wait. Sorry, the smart auras. The Caspian was looking for a way to revive the Lady of the World, and he made some kind of progress. It's why he was, in the end, he was sent to look for Endirion because of something. If we can figure out more of Caspian's memories, then maybe we could figure out what step, like we don't have to start at 0. We can start where he was.
Yeah.
There's a starting point.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, the smart auras. There's it's shoot, have I told you this? I don't remember. I've started having dreams of Endirian's memories.
Oh.
Yeah, when I say that oh, this it makes sense why she really didn't like you and stuff. It's
Alright, I'm just looking at the emerald ore, sorry.
first-hand experience almost. First-hand account? I don't know. What is it called if it's like primary source?
Primary source, yeah.
Primary source. But there's a dream that I had of when Caspian went to the end and he met Endirian and he was talking about someone called Saraza, and he was looking for a way to revive the Lady of the World, and they had sent him to talk to Endirian because she's the only one who can access purgatory. That's where Fable is, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We
have a starting point.
okay. Sorry, me and furious scribbling sounds in the corner.
Oh. Happy we can go back to normal.
It's also okay if things aren't totally normal. This whole thing seemed to kind of happen because you're not okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay, Sherbert. You're allowed to not be okay. And after what happened, I don't imagine how you could be.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be here. Just
Yeah.
help with what I can. I am not a therapist, but
No.
but I don't know. Can try my best to at least. I'm not a therapist, but I am a friend, a family member.
Yeah.
Why is there just one random extra block? Why? I question your building.
I don't know. I built this.
When did you build this?
I built this right after I told you I remembered.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You went right from remembering everything. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
I don't know, I guess it was all really fresh.
Yeah.
And then I literally just waited. Because I knew he would come to me.
He did.
Yeah. But this is gone now. I'm never gonna need it again. Here, you go up the ladder.
Why, you don't want me to just use my pickaxe to dig up? Dig up! I'm...
One moment.
Don't mind me. I can use ladders.
There you go.
There you go. No more basement.
No more basement.
I think all the basements here so far have sucked.
Real. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I guess I have a lot of black wool now.
Have even more.
Yeah, purple can go in this guy. This has been my end chest.
Okay.
Which was an interesting chest to decide to make. I was like, fine.
Where would you like the stack and a half of obsidian?
Over here.
Okay. And a large amount of frog lights.
Frog lights can go here.
Up. A few extra bits and baubles for you. Like doors and frames and stones and ladders.
Yeah, just
bunch of
give them to me.
just have all that. There you go.
Cool. I will say, I'm not many things, but organized is one of them.
You know what? Fair.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm honestly glad you didn't have to go take that apart alone.
Yeah.
That seems bad.
Yeah, not very healthy.
No. I think you've spent a little too long alone in some like that already. Sorry, I don't fully know what to say, because you did do a really bad thing.
Yeah.
But I still care a lot about you. I still care a lot about Sandros too. And he did a lot of bad things as well.
Yeah.
I think technically both of you might be even in trying to kill me.
Touche. And I mean, this does even, I guess, how many times we've tried to kill each other, so.
Wait, what?
Oh. I guess one of the big reasons I did it was because he... I don't actually know if I ever told you about this. He, when I was in the prison, found me. And this is when I was still corrupted. He was supposed to be on my side.
Mm-hmm.
He found me and left me down there. So I guess it was some weird kind of poetic revenge. I don't know.
Yeah. God, last time sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't find a better solution last time.
I don't think anyone expected that we'd be here today, so... It's okay to not know everything. I know that you probably don't believe me, but... It's okay.
Yeah. You said you saw 7, right?
Yeah.
I think I have a letter to deliver for him. Do you know where he hangs out? Or he has
I don't think he's there right now, but his house is directly that way. You'll see it.
Oh, he has a house.
We did it today.
Oh.
It looks here. I'll show you. I tried hard not to make the same house.
Uh-huh.
I think I kind of succeeded. It's got a weird roof. But other than that, it's the same house.
Yeah, I'm like, that's you sure you tried to make it different?
Listen, the man likes copper.
Yeah, like you like mushroom? Well, now they're not, so, well.
Rustic houses, anyways. Yeah. Go deliver your letters. I thank you for doing that with me.
Mm-hmm. And if you need anything, I'm literally right across this path.
Yeah. And I'll talk to Entros soon.
Yeah. I think that'd be good for both of you. Because in his own weird self-sacrificing way, I think a lot of this he did because he knew that you were hurting.
Yeah.
I'll see you around?
Yeah. See you around.
Good.
I'll read my note. I didn't think he'd actually take notes to everybody. But I guess that makes sense. So... Sherbert. I'm sorry. Sorry for dragging you through the mud. Sorry for taunting and holding Endirian's favor over your head. sorry for not attempting to hinder your rampage. I've done some terrible things, but none I regret more than leaving you to your own devices. I will not do that again, Sherbert, even if it kills me. You aren't a failure or a villain. You never were. You're a friend and trust. I really hope we can still be friends. I'm gonna bring her back. I'm gonna bring her back.